Disney just dropped a trailer for a new film. And this is funny to me because they hope that it'll be their next big hit, which would be their first big hit in a while. Disney's trying to get back on track. Like, Disney is way off track right now. They've had a lot of flops. And obviously, this a legendary movie studio has put out some of the classic films of all time. But recently, it's been nothing but terrible movies and big flops and everything. So they got this big movie. It's getting a lot of hype already because it's like tailor-made to be. It's like everything, all the algorithms. It's all engineered for that to be a big blockbuster hit. And the movie is called Wish. And one of the things that the studio is excited about, and the people behind the film, they've talked about in interviews, is that this movie will see the return of the classic Disney villain. So this is not what we see recently in Disney movies. This is not a tragic villain or an unintentional villain like in whatever, Frozen or something. This is like a classic Disney villain, just an evil person who's evil for the sake of it, like in the old days. Straightforward bad guy who is voiced by Chris Pine. Because, of course, you already know that if Disney is putting an actual villain in a movie, it has to be a white guy. It's the most predictable result ever, is when you hear that Disney's got a real classic villain in there, oh, it's a white guy. Of course it is. And you already know also that the hero, of course, is a non-white girl. All that you already know. But what's great about this trailer is that you can tell immediately that this movie is going to be garbage. That's Disney desperately trying to get back on track. You could tell just from the trailer that this is a miss. And you could say that I'm not the target demo for this trailer, so obviously I think that, but actually I am. You know, I have 6 kids, I have 2 daughters. I'm the one who has to pay for the movie ticket. I'm the target demo. And I won't be paying for tickets for this, but let's watch a little bit of this trailer. Here it is.
Where your heart's desire can become a reality. What if I told you that place is within reach? All you have to do is give your wish to me.
So the plot of the film is that, we didn't even see it in that clip, but the prince is, or the evil bad guy is this white guy, and he's a king, and he has the ability to grant wishes. And all the wishes in the kingdom are sent to him, and then he decides who gets to grant the wishes. And but he's not going to grant everyone's wish. And then the heroic brown girl finds out that he is able to grant all these wishes, but he chooses not to. He only wants to grant the wishes that are that he thinks are going to be best for the kingdom and the common good. And she's very upset about that. And so then she goes out to make sure that she can grant all the wishes. So this is what it's great. Disney doing everything they can to get back on track, to really have a major hit. And all they have to do is just make a classic, and like an actual classic Disney film. You already have the roadmap right in front of you. It's there. Just go back and look at what you did 30 years ago and do that. But they can't do it. They just can't do it. They're incapable. Grand Canyon University is an affordable private Christian university that is located in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona, has a vibrant and expansive campus ranked top 20 in the country, according to niche.com. Praised for its culture of community giving and impact, GCU integrates the free market system and a welcoming Christian worldview perspective into over 320 academic programs, with more than 260 programs online as of March of 2023. Earn your bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree where you engage with faculty and connect with your own university counselor who takes a personalized approach for your success. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University, private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu. That's gcu.edu. So the issue here, and we'll leave aside the underwhelming animation style. I mean, the animation in all these movies, not just Disney, but in all these kids' movies now, it just looks cheap. Doesn't look artistic. It's not interesting. It's kind of lifeless and bland and all the rest of it. But leaving that aside, in an effort to put out a blockbuster crowd pleaser, they've made a film where the villain is an evil white man who refuses to grant everyone's wishes and needs to be vanquished by the heroic brown girl who will create a utopia by letting everyone get exactly what they want, which is really it's like a parody of a modern Disney film. And the funny thing is that the movies are getting so woke that they now undercut their own messaging, because in this case, the guy who's supposed to be the villain is like clearly the good guy. And yes, Disney has always had a problem where their villains are actually kind of right. We've talked before about Gaston in Beauty and the Beast. He was basically right. I mean, he, at the very least, he had a point. But here it's kicked into overdrive. Like, the evil king is absolutely correct that you can't grant everybody's wishes. In fact, if you had the power to grant wishes, the morally correct thing would be to either grant nobody's wishes, probably would be best, or only a few. And the ones that you would grant are the ones that advance the common good and the good of the kingdom. And that's the only way to do it. That's the actual correct, wise approach. Very clearly, I think, to almost everyone. Which is why the comments on this video is like everyone watches the trailer and says, well, what do you mean? That guy's right. What's the point here? So that's Disney. They just can't, at this point, they are incapable of creating anything that comes close to their classic films. If you'd like to see what else I have to say, you can access my full show by going to dailywire.com or by going to the Matt Walsh Show Twitter page. Hope to see you there. Godspeed.